and Flint makes a good tackle there. But man, we talked to Coach Crawford about special teams on Monday on the Hawks football show at Papagino's Hoxie Four Corners. They always stress special teams. I'm not sure if Coach Hogan is too happy with that.
Now that's going to set up the Patriots up at the Hawks' 46-yard line, working with a shorter field than usual. The Hawks defense, last time we saw them shut out the Portsmouth Patriots, and the Patriots really in a bunch formation now as Coyne, the sophomore, back there, and Coyne loses the ball, dive on it, and Nate Giampo points for the Hawks ball, and more Hawks point for it. And it is a Hawks ball. Coyne fumbles the first snap, and the Hawks offense will go back onto the field.
How about that, Cam? Despite the excellent kick return there, the Hawks are going to take over and see their first offensive possession of the night.
That's kind of a gift. That is a gift, Stone. And we always talk about how the turnover game will affect this game in extra points. And we saw it 2 weeks ago against LaSalle, where LaSalle muffed the opening kickoff and the Hawks went down and scored 3 points. And then you saw against LaSalle also, where Blaze missed the extra point. They ended up losing that game by 6 points. John Topa having a fantastic season, recently signed for the University of Yukon for baseball. This is possibly his last game on a football field, as cutting it back and now turning the corner and picking up some yards is the tailback. He was tackled for a loss, but he was able to escape from it. That's Power Kanga.
Yeah, Cam, there's a reason why Kanga's committed to the University of Rhode Island to play some football. It's because of plays like that. Runs up the middle, looks like he's got nothing there, and somehow cuts up the left side and ends up with something there as he gets 6 yards as it becomes 2nd and 4.
Now,
the Hawks enter Patriot territory.
Now, especially with one of the two captains out, it's going to be really tough for the Patriots to come back into Dennis Hayden Stadium and try to beat the Hawks as Topa's under center. He's going to take it himself. He's trying to turn the corner. Has enough for a first down. 40, 35, down at the 30-yard line. John Topa moves the ball well, and he gets it past the 30-yard line in the Patriots territory. Great run by Topa.
Cam, that's right. John Topa. He can throw the ball. He can run, too. Very lethal quarterback there.
First and 10 Hawks. 29-yard line.
Ball was Topa was taken down at the 29-yard line. Hawks 29 yards left to go for a score. As Lee Moses is actually in the backfield along with the fullback Tondo. We have not seen Lee Moses take a handoff. He takes this one here, and he gets wrapped up, no gain on the play.
Yeah, that's right, Cam. We're not used to seeing Lee Moses like that. Usually he's split out as a wide receiver.
Gibbs. And that's another thing. We mentioned it before that both Gibbs cousins are actually outdone for the season with terrible knee injuries. So they're trying to compensate for the loss of both Gibbs, getting a dynamic runner in Lee Moses in the backfield. But he's better when you throw him the ball in open space, Stone. And it looks like a timeout will be taken here by the Hawks.
Cam, we'll take this first timeout and we'll give a shout out to Coach Sackett's grandma. Coach Sackett's grandma watching us in Florida every week. We thank you for the support all the way down the East Coast, so thank you to her. Coach Sackett, the kind of nutty one out there, as he's wearing shorts tonight on what is a cold evening, as Chris Moda, the cameraman tonight, asking for some gloves.
Now, Stone, as we said before, a lot of new technology and a lot of new stuff working on here at the network. And you'll see it before. We're working on another Papagino show, specifically not football, but Hendricken sports in general. And we want to thank Papagino's for allowing us to go down there every Monday. We always have a lot of fun down there, and always have some good pizza too.
Oh, Cam, you can't ask for anything better from all of our sponsors. Pizza and football. Give me a better combination.
2nd and 10 now. Kanga now the lone back in the backfield. Moses comes in motion. They do give it to Moses. He cuts upfield. He gets tripped up, still on his feet. He's taken down as he loses the ball, but he was down by contact before. He's taken down at the 23-yard line, set up 3rd and 3.
Yeah, Lee Moses almost hit the ground there and ends up picking up a few extra yards as he uses his hand to brace himself as Shane Olson comes onto the field as Worcester's going to jog off. And Topa out there again as well. So we got 9 minutes, 26 seconds and counting here in the first quarter.
And the most important part that we were discussing before the game was, can the Hawks establish the run game?
So,
because that sets up their passing game.
Absolutely.
And you might see Topa air it out here. He's going to hand it off to Moses. Moses turns the corner. He's got some more room, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal coming up for the Hawks.
Cam, Lee Moses, an all-around athlete, as he's all-state in 3 sports, indoor and outdoor track, and here on the football field. Also committed to UMass to play some football as well. So Lee Moses with a beautiful run there, and he's kind of the guy you can go to for anything. Sometimes he lines up as a receiver. He plays safety as well, so very rarely does that young man get a break. That's a beautiful run there as he follows his blocks upfield and ends up inside the 10.
Extra blockers on the field. Andrew Hopkin and Trevor Lawton come in. Kanga now has it. He cuts upfield, and he's in. Power Kanga gets the first score of the night for the Hawks as he gets over the goal line for the score.
Cam, all that comes off of the fumble on the first play by the quarterback Coyne. All of that. 6 points pending the Blaze kick now here as Blaze and Aruda jog out there for the extra point. Now, Cam, this is a lot better than the LaSalle game. The LaSalle game to start off, they had to kick a deep field goal. Blaze did make it, but only etching 3 points on the board. Here's the snap. It's high, controlled by Aruda. That is up and no good. So 6 points on the board, though, on the 7-yard touchdown for Power Kanga.
See, it looked like there Blaze stuttered a little bit as it was a high snap, and Aruda had to get it down for him, and he tried to get it off as quick as possible, but it just ends up going wide. And we haven't really seen the Hawks defense go out and play a full series, really. We saw them for one play, and it resulted in a fumble.
Well, you know, Cam, you talked to Coach Green throughout the year, and I talked to him after the Cumberland game, which was a great defensive show. You know, he kind of says, well, they went out there and they did their job. And then the game versus Portsmouth, where they blanked, where the defense didn't allow any points. You know, that's what they feed off of, and that's giving them the motivation to play the rest of this game, knowing that this is a team they played excellent against earlier in the year. Why not do it in the playoffs when the game really matters?
Well, if you're just joining us, a quick summary here. Both teams have had a possession. The Patriots' possession only lasting 10 seconds as they fumbled the ball at the Hawks' 40-yard line. And 3 minutes later, it results in a Power Kanga touchdown. Hawks lead 6-0 with 9 minutes left to go in the first. Short kick, and that one's going to bounce. Again, Ace has it, and he is tackled. Huge hit by number 44, Jimmy Sorrow.
Cam, Jimmy Sorrow, part of that linebacking core. He doesn't start, but he comes in when needed. Kids like him, Joey DeJulio, Shane Olson, man, I fear him in the hallway, never mind on the football field, my friend.
Yeah. They always say, I always forget their saying, but they always, if they're going to run the ball, they want to make sure that they get him a good shot before they go to the ground.
Oh, absolutely.
Make sure you're tweeting us, interacting before.
As always, you can tweet us here as a direct snap to McDonald, and McDonald takes it a couple yards, and he's stopped at the 30-yard line, picks up about 3.
Cam, interesting formation we've seen from the only 2 plays the Patriots have run. It's kind of a bunch formation there. Almost looks like a victory formation, and they've only got a few yards out of the past 2, and they get 5 there, so it becomes 2nd and 5.
And it looks like, actually, Evan Kreiner, wide receiver, is giving the play call, so it looks like he is acting as the quarterback right now. In the backfield, McDonald along with Alex Corey, the sophomore. Kreiner under center. McDonald in motion. Flip is to McDonald. He gets enough for just in front of the first down marker, and it looks like they're going to give it to him. Tons of Hawks in the tackle there.
Yeah, interesting there. It's certainly catching the Hawks off sides. They're not used to kind of bunching up here in a defensive formation.
First down.
Used to sending at least Moses out in the safety position and having Giampo as a cornerback. So it's very interesting formation here for the Patriots. But it's worked as they pick up their first down tonight. But this also caused a fumble to start the game. Same formation, Cam, though.
And Corey and McDonald are back there. They have 3 men in the backfield, and Evan Kreiner under center, for usually a wide receiver, now taking on as a quarterback role. Again, same play, flip to McDonald, only gains a yard on the play. Bring up 2nd and 9.
Ryan McDonald, gain of 2 yards.
Cam, don't forget. Well, not Cam. Viewers at home, don't forget to call. Text, tweet at us. My Twitter at StoneF1997. Cam's at Cam_Brennan. At BH Sports Network. And also, we remember, thanks to our great friends at Metro PCS, we have a phone for the booth now and for all the shows. Don't forget, 401-649-6932. Feel free to text in. Once again, 401-649-6932.
This play is called dead here, and it looks like trotting off the field is number 32, Aiden Jenkins, the tight end. Jenkins, the senior, coming off for some reason, and now coming onto the field is number 25, Andrew French. Again, backfield, Kreiner, Corey, McDonald, and now French. Kreiner under center, McDonald again in motion. The pitch is to him. He turns the corner. He gains a couple yards on the play after he's met by Shane Olson and Sam Hill.
Cam, the same formation, sometimes a different run, but the same objective, obviously. Running for positive yards here, and I mean, 2nd and 8 here, but I mean, this is working for him so far. It's kind of keeping the Hawks defense out there on what is a very cold night. As you can see, well, I mean, you might not be able to see, but across the field on the Portsmouth side, they brought a heater with them. Now, Cam, the joke I made before was don't bring that to the hockey rink or you might have a swimming team, you know? Nah, I'm not that funny. I don't have many friends. Same formation here.
3 and 3, Kreiner under center. McDonald again motion. The pitch is to him. McDonald, he's got enough. He's break a couple tackles into Hawk territory. Tackled there by number 8, Nate Giampo. Committed for volleyball to Mount Ida for volleyball. Double sport athlete also on the field.
Yeah, Cam, I mean, there's a bunch of athletes. Obviously, John Topa for baseball. Moses and Kango going to play some football.
Ryan McDonald.
Wow, you know, this is...
Dante Baldelli's going to be playing some baseball.
Yeah, I think it's too soon to tell where he's going to go, but of course, I mean, the history with him, his brother, Rocco Baldelli. I mean, he'll definitely play collegiate baseball eventually along the line.
Again, same formation, 3 men in the backfield, Kreiner under center. McDonald again in motion. McDonald has it. Cuts upfield. He picks up about 5 on the play. Lots of Hawks in there on the tackle, including Power Kango and Lee Moses.
Now, Cam, a little bit of a Pierre Maguire stat. As you run the ball, the clock continues to move. Now, why Pierre Maguire? Because Pierre Maguire likes to state the obvious. It's very obvious. This is just going to keep chipping away the clock as Bobby Boderi enters the booth, and he must be cold as he's only got a sweatshirt on. But Cam, as I believe there's a timeout called, and it is
by
timeout
Hendricken.
charge to the Hawks. So with 5 minutes left, but the thing is, it's just going to keep away chipping the clock. And if they can come up with the score here at Portsmouth, I mean, pending an extra point, they can take the lead. And this running game, even though it's a little unusual, they're going to the same thing almost every time, and it's working for them. It's moving the ball, it's moving the chains, it's moving the clock.
Now, there are not just Division I semis around the state. Cranston East is taking on the LaSalle Rams tonight. That is the number 1, number 4 seed looking for a berth to Cranston Stadium on December 6th. Also playing tonight, Johnston at the Moses Brown Quakers, Coventry against Shea, Lincoln at Middletown in Division III, Classical at East Greenwich, Division IV, Situate at Smithfield, and rounding out the playoffs games tonight, North Smithfield against Burrowville, rounding out Division IV. Now, Stone, winning a championship is very hard, and especially winning at the highest level, which is Division
Sure,
I.
absolutely.
Is a very tough task, and the Hawks have done it 4 years in a row. What is it? Is it just the coaching staff or the players, or is it how they develop their players?
I think it has to do with the coaching, but from the freshman level on. I mean, the freshman team has won countless state championships.
Four of the last 5.
Last 5, exactly. I mean, Coach Manning, both Coach Mannings, Coach Quigley, Coach Stringfellow, Coach Rakovic, they know what they're doing. And then you come here and you're working with Coach Hadlin in the JV squad. And then you're working with guys like Coach Croft, Coach Green, who, I mean, they've been around here for the past couple of years, and they're winning. They're getting to the Super Bowl, and they're winning games.
Again, McDonald in motion, pitches to him. Again, he cuts upfield. It looks like he's got enough for a first down. And that's going to move the chains again to the 34-yard line of the Hawks. No, but let's see, spotted just short. My mistake. 3rd and 1.
Cam, it's almost the same play every time. McDonald in the backfield. He's on the left-hand side. Gets the snap and handoff and runs right along the right-hand side following his blocks. And like I said, it's moving the ball on what is now a 3rd and 1.
And Stone, we talked about it before. One of the fastest game we've actually covered was this game before. Again, Portsmouth and Hendricken. It was a running battle, and it moved the clock quickly again. And it looks like a quick snap, and it looks like that's going to move the chains for the Patriots. Evan Kreiner keeps it, and he's going to move the chains.
Cam, a little bit about the Hawks in the semifinals. In history, in recent history, they're 9-3. Last year, they beat Portsmouth 36-15 here at Dennis Hayden Stadium in the semifinals. 2012, they beat Cranston East. 2011, they beat South Kingstown. In 2010, they beat East Providence. 2009, they beat LaSalle.
Again, 3 men in the backfield. Kreiner under center. McDonald comes in motion.
Same play.
Kreiner gets a field blocking, actually. McDonald's got enough for a first down.
Cam, same play. There it is.
I don't think they've run a different play so far tonight.
The only play I saw was that QB sneak to pick up the first down on that previous play, but other than that, it's McDonald trucking upfield. I mean, this drive started where? Right around the 30-yard line, in between the 30 and 40-yard line, and they are just moving upfield and taking the clock with them.
Yeah. 6 minutes have gone by in this one drive, so chewing up a lot of clock and moving the ball efficiently.
Here
Again,
it is, Cam, same formation.
Same formation. It sounds like a recording, Stone, actually. It seems like, well, they are. They're just running the same play. Kreiner under center. McDonald in motion. Pitch to McDonald.
There you go.
And in the backfield, he is met by John Arruda. John Arruda was ready for that play. So now bring up 3rd and 4.
John Arruda, the senior captain there, finally they pick up on it. The McDonald is running the same play consistently. So now it becomes 3rd and 3. They knock him in the backfield, take away a little bit of momentum, but still only 3 yards to go for another Patriot first down, which, unless you're a New England Patriots fan, probably not the best thing to hear tonight.
Same formation, and it may be just a coaching strategy, maybe waiting for the Hawks to assume the one play, and then they go out and maybe have another big play for yards. Kreiner under center, McDonald in motion, pitch to McDonald. He's got blocking on the left side, and he's met before the first down marker, so it's going to be spotted just short. This is a 4-down territory for the Patriots, and it looks like they're going to go for it.
Cam, 4th down here looks like. Yep, that's what it is. I believe they're going to go for it.
No yards gained on the play there. It was very close. Lots of Hawks and Patriots moving upfield quickly. And the Hawks, they got to be disciplined here. They cannot jump off sides.
Cam, it's the same formation here. Watch McDonald.
It looks like all 11 men in the box. And Kreiner, they fake it. And they do pick up the first down. So it's the first different play we've seen tonight, and the Patriots pick it up. And that's what we've been waiting for, Stone, when they surprise the Hawks with a different play.
Cam, it stunned me. I thought that was a pitch to McDonald for sure. And no, it ends up with a handoff to another running back up the middle. And on a big 4th down situation, they pick it up.
And it looks
now
like
get a clear.
And that was Curtis Corey, the sophomore back.
That's a good run there by Corey. He once again trucks right upfield.
Now gets into the Hawks' red zone. Again, same formation. McDonald, Corey.
Watch the steps.
And French in the backfield. Now French comes in motion, and it's going to be a pitch to French.
Same play from the opposite
Lots
side.
of Hawks in there as a Portsmouth Patriots helmet comes off. Sam Hill, Nate Giampo in on the tackle, along with a bunch of other Hawks.
Cam, we're under a minute to play now in the first quarter. Hawks lead 6-0, but that's the same play, except not to McDonald, lining up on the left-hand side. To the running back on the right-hand side. Runs the same play, hits up with 4 yards.
Stone, this has been a 9-minute drive. This is chewing up a lot of clock. And if the Patriots end up punching it into the end zone, we're going to have a tie ball game.
Cam, and don't forget, Blaze did miss that extra point.
Patriots can hit their extra points. They'll take the lead here, actually. 25 seconds remaining. Man comes in motion. That is to Corey. Corey breaks out outside. Lee Moses is there. And it's going to be just short of the goal line. And the clock stops as he went out of bounds.
Cam, and I'm starting to get scared. This is good football here for the Patriots. They run the same play over and over again. Once the Hawks think they finally mastered, a.k.a. John Arruda knocking a guy in the backfield, they run a different play, and it messes with the Hawks' heads here. As now the first quarter should wrap up, and the Patriots will start the second quarter on the opposite side of the field on the 1-yard line.
Patriots on the edge of getting 6 points. We're gonna wait about a minute until the second quarter.
Right, Cam, fresh 12 minutes on the clock.
And it's going to be interesting to see how. Yeah, sure. It's going to be interesting to see how Coach Green deals with the same play over and over.
So this will transfer to the opposite side of the field.
Again, a long drive, chewing up 9 minutes of the clock. And Stone, if the Patriots keep doing this, if these two teams keep trading touchdowns, and the Patriots, they can just hit their extra points, they'll end up most likely winning this game.
Well, Cam, I'll tell you what, after at least that first quarter, I can tell you, I don't think it's going to be the 36-15 blowout this game was in the semifinals last year. I mean, it's aggravating almost to watch. They're running the same play, and then like I mentioned, they catch the Hawks, and it's working for them, so I would not see why they're going to stop here.
Now, Stone, you also noticed that in the LaSalle game, LaSalle went with their elephant package, as they call it, where they bring in the two backs, Lopes and Afunde, and they give the ball to them each time, not even letting Pina touch the ball.
That's right, Cam, and now it's a goal line formation here, obviously. McDonald as the running back. Up the middle, clearly in for the touchdown. It looks like, yes, it is. It's a Portsmouth touchdown. Not sure. That was Coyne, the quarterback that took over after starter. Tolson went down, like Cam mentioned on Halloween. He pushes up the middle, takes 5 seconds off of the clock, and gets a touchdown in what is now a 6-6 game.
And again, if the Patriots can convert here with kicking extra points and do what they're supposed to do, we're going to have a Patriots lead here. The Patriots get their first touchdown of the season against the Hawks, which is an amazing stat. Kick is up, and the kick is nearly blocked, but the kick is good.
That's right, Cam. Kick is good. That was number 1. Oh, I'm sorry. 20. Apologize there. I don't have a 20.
And scoring the touchdown was Evan Kreiner, the number 17, originally wide receiver.
Kreiner, that's right. I said Coyne was Kreiner.
And it's interesting because our pregame analysis, we thought Coyne would have been the starter. He was the starter in the past 3 games when Tolson was out for Portsmouth. They may have started him, I don't know. And then they took him out after the fumble. I have no idea.
Well, long story short, Cam, as myself getting a little confused up here, whatever the Portsmouth Patriots are doing is working, and is now a 7-6 game. And
an update here, the Thunderbolts And a update here, the Thunderbolts strike first, no pun intended here,
I love
as the Thunderbolts have a 7-0 lead over the LaSalle Rams. A 44-yard punt return for a touchdown by the Thunderbolts in the Stone. We talked to Coach Croft on Monday. He said that would be a coin flip, and he thought Cranston East would give them a challenge, and obviously doing it so far.
Well, you know, Cam, the whole 1-4 seed, I mean, we saw that last year when East won as the 4 seed against Barrington, I believe. They went into Barrington and
it was
Jordan was
actually a
boss.
blowout.
Yeah, oh yeah. It was. You know, you talked to Coach P after, the Coach Panaleo, offense coordinator for the Hawks, and he kind of went, well, I saw it coming, you know. The Barrington was not as quick of a team as Cranston East was, so if something like that can happen, I mean, I think it's going to be a close game, though, LaSalle and East, just like this is here. The seeding doesn't really matter right now. It's all about who's got momentum during crucial parts of the game.
Thunderbolts are on a 3-game winning streak. They started the season 1-4. They've won their last 3 games, including, against Barrington last week in a thriller.
Cam Portsmouth finally gets ready to kick this one away. Quiddy Pay back to get it.
That's right, you were there with us. Yeah, he came out.
Here's the kick.
And it's a short one.
Short kick here to Moses. Moses comes out to right about the 35-yard line where he's met. That was Moses, Cam. Correct? Or was that number... No, it was Lee Moses, number 23. So now the offense for the Hawks gets ready to go out for their second drive of the night, but they had a big long break there as their defense had a difficult time stopping Portsmouth on what turned into a fantastic 9-minute drive. John Topa leads the Hawks back out there, Cam.
And one thing that something just caught my eye, Dante Baldelli with the neon yellow gloves. He's caught my attention. His matches the Hawks colors. I like it, Dante.
2 guys in the backfield for Topa, Worcester and Baldelli. Sorry, Worcester's out there as wide receiver. Here's the handoff. And that's Moses, and Moses is met at the line of scrimmage and no gain.
We knew this was going to be a defensive battle coming into the game. Hawks led 14-0 after a half this past the game before they played them, which was actually the Hawks homecoming not the Hawks homecoming, which was in September, on September 26th. It was a 14-0 win for the Hawks, but it was a defensive battle the entire game. The Hawks defense prevailed, not allowing a point, but the Hawks offense really didn't get anything going after the first half.
Now Topa's in the shotgun here. Snap back to him. Topa, the shuffle pass to Moses. Moses has some space. Moses is off. Moses at the 40, the 30, 20, one man to beat, and he does. 10-5, touchdown. Lee Moses, number 23, takes the momentum that he has brought with him in the backfield, and boom, is he off.
He's an all-state track athlete, 100-meter runner, 500-meter runner, 4x1, 4x2, and maybe even the 4x4 this year. He's a track runner for a reason, and if you get in the ball in open space, that's 6 points on the board.
You know, Cam, I talked to Ben Maxow, the stat guy for this team, and he told me, he said, watch out for Kanga and Moses in the backfield tonight. And look at that. Power Kanga with a 7-yard touchdown, and Lee Moses with that incredible touchdown run. So now, Blaze out to kick the extra point. He's 0 for 1. Snap back. Blaze kicks this one up, and that's good. 13-7 with 10 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half. The Bishop Hendricken Hawks lead over the Portsmouth Patriots.
64 yards, a long way to run, and Lee Moses, he got there quickly. He had one man to beat, and he beat him too. Mr. Feeney, for half, what mic do you want? This one? Oh, okay. So the Portsmouth Patriots, they'll have to match the Hawks offense here. And the Hawks already matching close to their total last week. 13 now, only scored 14 last time. So if the Hawks can keep the offense moving like they just did here, maybe another big play here, or maybe take some time off the clock and run the ball, you can find the Hawks with a W.
Well, Cam, another thing, though, too, is all of the 14 points the Hawks scored in their first meeting with this team came in the first half. So right now, of course, you have to score in the first half, continue to do that. As it hits a Patriot, but recovered by the Patriots. However, they got to come up big in the second half. They got to come out playing big, too. Now, that's 10 minutes and 47 seconds away. Let's focus here on the second quarter. But the Hawks got to play the complete game, the 4 quarters of the game. You can't show up for just one half because you don't know if your defense can, and by the looks of that first drive, I don't know if the defense can do what they did last time. Not as in shutting them out, obviously that's gone, but the idea of being able to stop them in big situations, I don't know if that can happen.
Now, this is also a question for Coach Green going into the half. They've only run 2 plays, and both of them are running plays. Do you take out your cornerbacks and safeties and put in some bigger guys, as this is a pitch to McDonald? And do you put in your bigger guys and the run blockers per se? And do you maybe just plan on the run and not plan for the throw?
Well, Cam, as long as the offense is getting the lead back for you, this idea of chipping away the clock is only hurting the Patriots right now. So with that gain of 2, it becomes 2nd and 8 here. But that is almost identical same play to McDonald. The pitch to him, and he takes it. And most of the time it's a 1 or 2 yard gain, but sometimes he can break for 10, 12 yards, and that's what's the plays that are going to hurt you. Here's the same formation here. Snap back, handoff to number 32 as he turns the corner, and he's
Corey.
hit out of bounds. That's Corey.
So we now have a 3rd and 4 at not center field, but middle of the field now, exactly on the 50-yard line. I think this is, if the Hawks want to get a stop here, I think they got to do it right now.
Absolutely, Cam. You cannot let them continue to move forward here. You got to stop them dead in their tracks now, send your offense back out there and get this lead. Well, continue to add on to this lead. Here's the same formation here, bunch. McDonald. A little bit of emotion.
Now the laundry comes out.
And here's the flag. Maybe false start or encroachment. Encroachment on the defense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Results in the first down, Cam. It was 3rd and 4 now. Obviously, 5 is greater than 4, so we're going to move the chains.
And we talked about it on the 4th down play, having the Hawks not get called for encroachment, but they did it here. They really didn't expect it. They wanted to get upfield quickly so they can stop McDonald in the backfield, but it hurt them there. 5 yards and the first down.
Well, Cam, nothing changes here. Same formation. Handoff. Up the middle, that's number 32 again, Corey. So he runs into an array of Hawks there and gain of 1 or 2.
Excuse me there, but it's about, especially for this Hawks defense, it's
7.
not, it is, the defensive mindset is about not having these tailbacks for the Patriots break off one guy, break off a second guy. It's about having the first guy he meets then go straight to the ground.
Where are we at now? 2nd and 9 here. Under center. Snap back. Hands it to the man in motion. Good blocking, but he's tripped. Has some good blocking there from the backfield of the Patriots, but tripping there is McDonald.
And it looks like Shane Olsen blew that play up. He got upfield faster than the offensive lineman, actually, for the Hawks.
Yeah, Cam, a loss of a yard, so it's 3rd and 10 now. Now this is where they have to come up big. If encroachment comes up again, it's only 5 yards, it becomes 3rd and 5. You got to come up big here on the 3rd down against a Portsmouth team that's been rolling all over you, Cam.
And this is the big question, the 3rd and long situations. Are you going to stay on the ground? You haven't thrown the ball once tonight, and we're almost halfway through the second quarter.
Let's see here, Cam. McDonald in motion. Hand off, and he's stuffed there, so the Hawks come up big here on 3rd and 10.
Looks like the punt team will come on.
That's right, Cam. The punt team's going to come on for the Patriots, and the Hawks come up big there on a defensive drive they needed to come up big on after Portsmouth completely rolled through them.
Another update here from Samini Stadium. Thunderbolts and Rams done after 1 quarter. Thunderbolts still lead 7-0.
Only one back for one.
Moses back to get this punt. Here it is. Oh, a lot of hang time, but not too far as it falls, and Patriots fall on it at the 30. So the Hawks will take over from the 30-yard line as John Topa and his offense going to jog out there. Came up big last drive with a touchdown by Lee Moses. The pitch from John Topa in the backfield, and Moses was off. We'll see here as the Hawks start at the 30. Caleb Worcester's out there. Lee Moses now going to line up in the receiving position. Power Kanga in the backfield with Topa under center.
And one thing you may notice is the wind is acting really weird. At the beginning of the game, it was left to right, and now it's right to left.
John Topa handoff to Power Kanga, gains about 3 there. So now it becomes 2nd and 7.
A little bit of a scoring recap for you. Power Kanga got the scoring started with a 7-yard touchdown, and Evan Kreiner with the QB sneak gets the Patriots on the board, and Lee Moses is the difference here as he had a 64-yard touchdown run.
That's right, Cam. Same formation here. Looks like Darian in the backfield, but same receivers out there. John Topa, the handoff to his running back, trucking upfield.
That's going to bring up 3rd and short, Stone.
Gets about 4. It's 28 for the Hawks.
That is Darian.
Jake Darian. So now it's 3rd and 3 here.
And Stone,
for the Hawks.
This is what I thought, Stone. If the Hawks came out and ran the ball efficiently here and maybe got close to another score and wasted a lot of clock and not give the Patriots another opportunity, that would be a successful drive, and they're doing very well now.
Here we are, Cam. 3 men in the backfield for Topa to work with. Topa under center. Hands it off to Moses, and Moses is met in the backfield. Something you don't say too much, Cam. Wow.
The offensive line, lots of holes there that the Portsmouth Patriots exposed, and Adam LaValle will come onto the field for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Cam. Wow, Lee Moses met in the backfield there by a couple of defensive linemen there. Cam, I don't think it's LaValle either. I think it's Andrew Flint.
Andrew Flint, you're correct, Stone.
Not used to seeing this. Here's the kick from Flint, the high one. It drops, and Hawks will fall on it right in front of the 50 at about the 49.
I told you, Stone, the neon gloves. Dante Baldelli is putting in a lot of work with the neon gloves on special teams.
There, Cam, you can see him all the way from here. Not that we're too far away from the field. Boom. 5 minutes, 38 seconds left in what is a Hawks lead of 13-7, 1st and 10. Now starting at the 49 for this Patriots offense. The Patriots had a great drive to start off the game. On their second offensive drive, because their first they fumbled on. Second offensive drive was a 9-minute drive here. Same formation we've seen all night. McDonald in movement. That's a handoff to, well, it's pitched to McDonald, and he goes up the middle for about 2.
And Portsmouth, all 3 of their timeouts, they're now into Hawk territory. Now 2nd and 7, it looks like. And they really haven't actually tested the secondary here. Do they fake the pitch and maybe air the ball out with originally a wide receiver turned quarterback and Evan Kreiner?
Well, Cam, I think what they're doing right now is working. They're down less. Well, a touchdown, obviously, but pending the extra point, they could take the lead here. So I would continue to do this. It's working against a Hawks defense that hasn't seen something like this before. Same movement to McDonald, same play. McDonald runs up the middle. And same thing, only about a gain of 2 or 3, so now it becomes 3rd down.
Looks like 3rd down and 6.
6.
And again, clock's still moving. We're under 5 minutes here in the 2nd quarter.
And Cam, it's a quick game as it's only 7:40. the time itself, and 4 minutes and 31 seconds left to play on a clock that's moving. So 3rd and 5.
And the Hawks, they had a full week to prepare. Usually, as we say before, the game is after their first playoff game is after Thanksgiving, where they have a short week and only 5 days to prepare. They've had 7 days, and I think they're ready for the Patriots. And they knew this was going to be a running game all night.
Hand off to Kreiner. He drops back in the pocket. He airs it out, and Caleb Worcester comes up big there, as he has great pass defense on number 32. That's Corey. Great pass defense there from Caleb Worcester. Corey can't come up with it.
Perfect timing by Caleb Worcester. He just went in there. It was not a pass interference call. He got there perfectly, timed it. Great play by the junior Worcester.
31. Moses, the sole man, back to receive the punt. Is a better punt than the last time. That's a good one. Goes in back of Moses. They're going to let this one roll. And inside the 5, this ball rolls 2, and the Hawks will have a long way to go in under 4 minutes in what is left of this first half of semifinals action here on the Hawk Sports Network.
Not sure who it was, but a Hawk pushed Portsmouth Patriot, who was blocking for his punter, nearly pushed him into his own punter. That shows the physicality of the Hawks there. But the Hawks, just under 4 minutes remaining here in this first half. Maybe they go for one big play. John Topa hasn't thrown the ball yet tonight.
True. Very true, Cam. He's run. He's taken off. Lee Moses has run with it. Power Kanga. We've seen a little bit of Didarian, so we'll see here. John Topa, we've seen this formation before. He's got a couple men in the backfield as he's under center. Handoff to Olsen, who stays on his feet. Usually the linebacker.
Olsen, he'll go in there, and if you need a couple yards or more, he's the guy to get it done. He's the fullback of the team.
Yeah, we saw him a few times last season doing the same job. I mean, not necessarily here as it's picked up a big gain there. It's 2nd and 2. But I mean, just getting him in, getting some snaps on the offensive side of the ball, getting some of these other guys breaks. But the same formation here, Kanga and Moses in the backfield. This handoff is to Olsen. Olsen's still on his feet. He's got enough for a first down.
As the official takes a tumble. Looks like some blockers got in the way of the umpire there, but it looks like he's okay.
Well, always good to hear, because we can't have a game without officials, right?
They have the hardest job, actually.
Absolutely.
They don't have any friends if they're from the two opposing teams.
Same positioning here. Olsen, Kanga, and Moses in the backfield. Topa under center. Snap back to Topa. He hands this one off to Moses this time. That's Kanga.
Turns the corner.
Gets about 4 or 5. It's number 15, Power
Right
Kanga.
there. Right. You're right there, Stone. Only picked up a couple of yards. He's dragged down at the 25 with 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. It looks like the Hawks are just going to run the ball and maybe throw the ball if they catch the Patriots off guard.
Yeah, Cam, this drive started off inside the 5. They're moving pretty quickly here on 2nd and 7, but still, is the clock about to touch 2 minutes here in the first half. So, yet again, the same formation. Snap back. Topa hands it off to Olsen. Olsen now staying on his feet and gets about a gain of 2 or 3.
And under 2 minutes here, Stone.
Maybe we'll see John Topa throw the ball a few times as he checks in with Coach Croft and goes right back to work.
Portsmouth, all 3 of their timeouts. That's something to watch out for. If they force the Hawks to punt,
True.
all 3 of their timeouts to work with, and they'll have to run the 2-minute drill.
That's right. On 3rd and 5 here. In the same formation. UConn commit under center. Snap back to Topa's keeping it. And John Topa gets the first down and out of bounds to stop the clock. That was a little confusing for me, Cam. I lost it there. I thought the handoff went to Olsen. Then Topa kept himself, rolled out of the pocket, and gets enough for the first down.
And it looks like, actually, he went back 6 yards, so he technically he ran a lot of yards than he gained.
Oh, absolutely. That stops the clock at 1:23, moves the chains as well. They'll now be at the 32-yard line. Now, different formation here is Worcester, the wide receiver. Moses here gets the handoff as he was in motion. Moses is thrown to the ground. Good tackle there by number 8, Rashad Rocket. It says right there. I pronounced it wrong.
Moses not even gaining a yard on the play. Is
No gain. 2nd and 10. 32-yard line.
Who made the tackle? Who made the tackle? You did?
Yeah, that was not mine. I looked at 10 by accident. No gain on the play there. Clock is still moving. Under a minute to go.
Clock is moving, but Worcester, Lawton, and Moses as the wide receivers. John Topa, miscommunication there, and Topa is leveled and knocked in the backfield. That's a big sack there for number 55, Dylan Young.
And it looks like the Patriots just timed the snap right. It seems like they were even ahead of the offensive lineman.
Yeah, Cam, we got 20 seconds left, and I think the Hawks are just going to let this one run, maybe get one more play here as we got 15 seconds and rolling in the first half.
Before me and you go away, Stone, one note. The Hawks will get the second half kickoff.
That's right, Cam. So I think we're going to kick this over to Mr. Feeney as 3, 2, 1. First half is over in what has been a pretty close game as the Hawks only lead by 6 in what is a 13-7 game. Cam, I think we're going to kick this one over to Mr. Feeney for halftime. So take it away, Mr. Feeney.
Thank you, Stone and Cam, and I am Mr. Feeney, the director of the Hawks Sports Network. Just a few, and halftime here, I'll bring you up to speed on some of the things we have going on from the network side of things. Before we get started, just a couple of observations from the first half. I found it interesting that the Patriots continued to repeatedly run out of the same formation. What struck me more or less as a goal line offense all the way up the field. It was very effective, and I can't help but wonder if after watching the game film of the Hawks versus LaSalle and that final LaSalle play where they just pushed the Hawks about 10 yards straight up the middle, if that doesn't have a bearing on their game preparation. But it's a pretty unique approach taken by the Patriots, and it's pretty effective too. It's keeping the Hawks defense off balance to a great degree. But in any event, as far as the Hawks Sports Network and the network site itself, there's really no reason to turn that proverbial dial, so to speak, or touch that keyboard, because on the site there are lots of things for the viewers to look at during halftime, during timeouts. I'm just taking a look at it myself here. Just bear with me for one moment. Okay. Obviously, the fall sports season is coming to an end, and the winter season is approaching. The winter broadcast schedule is going up. If you look at the top of the homepage, right above where you're watching the game, you'll see a number of buttons on which to click. And if you go down to the far right of that bar, that menu bar where it says more, and you'll get an additional drop-down menu, and you'll see the winter sports schedule there for you. December and January are pretty much in place. There may be some minor changes here and there. Hopefully, the plan is to try to have this pretty much all in place by the end of this week. And obviously, hockey and basketball are the big drivers of broadcasts. in the winter, but there are 3 other sports going on during the winter sports season, those being wrestling, indoor track, and swimming. We're tentatively planning to live broadcast 2, 3, possibly 4 indoor track meets down at the PCTA Center in Providence. Wrestling, we're going to see what we can do with live broadcasts. We definitely want to devote some attention to the Hawks wrestling team because they are now the 2-time defending state champions, if I'm not too much mistaken. And obviously swimming, after winning 24 straight state titles last year, they were knocked off that perch by Smithfield. So we can expect the Hawks obviously to be contending for that title again as well. The basketball team, just hold on one second. Can you get that? Oh, lower it, because it's distracting me. Excuse me, folks. The basketball team will be in Orlando from December 26th to the 31st. There is information on that on the upcoming trip on the network site. The network will be traveling and with the basketball team to Orlando, and we will be bringing those games to you live. There'll be at least 3 games down there. If you go to the again in that menu bar at the top of the page, it says Walt Disney Classic. There's some information there on that trip. As a matter of fact, last Saturday, our broadcast team of Stone Cam and Jonathan Feeney did a pro basketball game. Okay, they were the play-by-play team for the Providence Sky Chiefs. So the Hawks broadcasters are they've already done quite a few things in the mass media world. They've already done talk shows with Pete Shepard, a Hendricken graduate himself. They've been up to Patriot Place to do a talk show. They've been on the John DePietro show. They've been spotlighted by Cox Sports. So they're getting their names out there for sure. Obviously, you can also pay attention to our spot. You can also give a look at all of our sponsors and contributors. There are quite a few. There's a page devoted to them. Obviously, the 2 or 3 big ones there that should be pointed out are Dunkin' Donuts, Max Wiener's dad's franchises. Max Wiener himself is on social media tonight here in the booth. He's one of the mainstays of the network staff. Also Papa Gino's. Every Monday night we do a Hawks sport. Usually for the fall season it's been a Hawks football show, but that's going to morph into a general Hawks sports show. So Papa Gino's is a big contributor and sponsor, and as is Metro PCS, as they have with Hendricken alum Sal Abruzzi, who has helped us procure a cell phone so that fans can interact with the broadcast team. So we thank all of those guys. We also got to give a shout out to John DePietro from 63 WPRO, who has been an incredible supporter of the sports network, always pays attention to our work, and he was even kind enough to jump on the air with the boys at the Providence Sky Chiefs game. So hopefully John's out there watching. There's also a page, if you just having Max scroll up here. Okay, where it says game articles and what they're saying. There's quite a bit of really high quality sports writing that the kids do, and it goes all the way back to the beginning of the school year. So the coverage that the kids do here, that with technology being what it is, you really get very comprehensive sports coverage or media coverage all in one spot. You get the mass media broadcasts, you get the sports writing, you get pictures, videos, all sorts of background information, podcasts, all in one spot. There's even a network app. Okay, once again, if you go to the the menu bar all the way to the far right where it says more. Go to the drop-down menu. It says Network app. You can follow some pretty simple instructions, and you can put the Network app right on your mobile device and follow the Hawk Sports Network wherever you'd like. Now, as far as with the fall sports season winding down, obviously we're kind of almost like a quasi holding pattern here as far as events coming up. If the Hawks hold on and win this game, and obviously, hopefully they do, but it is by no means a done deal because Portsmouth is playing a very good game. But should the Hawks hold on and win, this Monday night there will be another Papa Gino's show. Because obviously we'd want to be previewing both the upcoming Thanksgiving rivalry game against Tollgate and the Super Bowl. Obviously, we have not gotten a coach and a player commit yet for that show, but hopefully we'll be on the air for you at 6 o'clock Monday night from Papa Gino's. And as I just mentioned, Wednesday night is the Thanksgiving rivalry game, 6 o'clock against the Tollgate Titans here at Hayden Stadium, and that will be senior night. That will be the last home game for our Hawk seniors. Obviously, it'll be the last home game for Lee Moses, Power Kanga, and some of the four-year stars here for the Hawks. So hopefully you'll have a chance to tune in the night before Thanksgiving and all of that, football and turkey and all that good stuff. Okay, so we are about 6 minutes from resuming football. I'd say probably in another few minutes we'll probably have Stone and Cam back on the air, but for now we're just going to go quiet here for a while, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Yeah, all right. The picture doesn't come up, but yeah, it works. Cool. So would you be able to work the basketball games for Florida live? Yeah, we're going down. Nice. The first one is 9:30 in the morning on the 27th. Is it really? Have fun with that. So I don't know if you got it working. 27th day of the week is that? Tuesday. No, Saturday. Saturday. Oh yeah, Saturday. So you can wait. Nice. Yeah. But even if you didn't get to see it live, it'll be archived. Yeah. Watch it later in the day.
Gotta practice coming as soon as they get off the plane. 7 p.m.
Yeah,
practice.
We're going. Yeah, so we can figure out where we're going to record together.
Are all the games gonna be at the same place?
Well, I would imagine it's
in the park.
a facility.
Oh, nice and warm in here.
I would imagine it's a facility with a lot of basketball courts. So it's probably, I don't know if it's the same court every time. I should have gone and got a higher time check.
Hey, Moda, you wanna grab me one for a couple bucks?
No.
Oh, okay. Just wondering.
Long walk. That's where we just came from.
It is cold.
And it's freezing, yeah.
Every time I try to put the picture
So how is the 7-player pal? Is it good?
Hey, do you want that? Huh?
Out there, is it good?
What is it?
7-player pal? The frozen lake?
Watch out this line.
What are you talking about?
Jesus, cold. What do you think I'm talking about?
Oh, why wasn't this? 35.
Ben just said, Ben just said, salsa. There's chutney as between the 4 bags. Really? Just don't fix it. What's his name again?
Yeah, we should give you the update. You guys are ready.
City?
7 o'clock.
Still? Yes, they said. I guess it's not should be going like 4 bags.
I don't know.
Really?
That's
That's what he said. That's what Ben.
Oh, okay.
According to inside sources.
Well, he's got a live stream on the Journal. All right.
I have last thing for you.
Is this what?
Yes, that's ours.
There's been no updates since 7.
Bolton and DT just. At least take the camera off.
Yeah, 7.
An update for your second semifinal Division 1 football game.
I don't know how to take.
7-0. Cranston East over LaSalle.
Just get the legs collapsed.
Here, buddy.
One more, Chris.
They can't win that game, right?
Yeah, there a cover that goes in.
They could be confident, right? Sorry behind you, get out of your way, get back. Thanks for the cheers on the camera, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay, just I'll get out of here. Thank you. Thank you.
Did you get the camera in hand?
Yes. All right. Want to buckle it up?
That's some score update.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Congratulations to the Hawks freshman football team on a 28-20 victory over LaSalle Division 1 freshman Super Bowl. The Young Hawks have won back-to-back freshman state championships.
There you go.
Oh, we thought you were done with it.
Well, I brought it up here during halftime because I didn't want to leave it.
Did you find DC yet?
No.
He's still
DT is
he's still
MIA. DT left me during the end of the, with a minute left in the first quarter. And I have not seen him since.
He wants a ride home.
He said,
He said we get too cold, go back to his drama department's fall production. It's a Wonderful Life. Performances are at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, 2 p.m. Sunday afternoon.
you're gonna go back, there's gonna be a hole in the window.
You can buy tickets in advance
Go
at
back.
Mexican.com or purchase them at the door.
It's gonna be like neatly placed to the side.
Wait, is the school on fire?
Tonight's game is all intentional football games.
He said that.
Live stream broadcast online. The Hawks
I made him go.
Get the best NPS coverage to game broadcast, podcast, talk shows, blog posts,
I made DT go to the game tonight.
Hawksportscenter.com.
DT is like missing in action.
He's always MIA.
He always just leaves.
I haven't seen him since the first quarter. He said he was gonna use the bathroom.
No, he probably went to the bathroom.
Wait, where's Dylan?
We're gonna find out right now.
With the school.
Probably his phone off too.
Had you reached Dylan Barry?
Is that his name?
I think so.
Did you call him yet?
I'll tell you what.
Mr. Feeney's calling us.
That's why we said a leash.
Like the monkey backpack?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't understand it, but I saw it.
No, because I got some cold.
So where's the Walton?
989. Yeah, exactly. I think they're just like picking a new coach every day.
Oh, there's BT.
Like
On the
Gundy's been
sidelines.
used.
There he is.
Right now, as
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Tomorrow
kill
it'll
him
be
right away, please. I'll be
Larry
back.
Fedora. So
Hey, how are you? Actually, I
they'll
just
just work their way all
we're all
around the
set
country.
now because
Buddy.
we haven't seen
Yeah, right.
Dylan.
If you report,
God
everybody's
knows
gonna be the
how
next
long.
head coach.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
The
right.
second half
It's
was
one
about
of
to
those
start,
people.
and we were like, I have no idea. He just like started wandering up again here, coming up the side, and we were like, nobody knew where he was, and he wanted to ride home. I mean, it's only Tim.
One of those cherry lucky ones. So just be careful.
I'll tell you one thing, and I'm really being serious. I'll emphasize this, and I need to emphasize this too. He can't do that down in Florida. He can't just wander off, because we'll never find him. You know? So make sure, I mean, I'll emphasize it, make sure you,
told me to give it to you.
I don't know where, Yeah, I know it. Where have you been? Here he comes. Here he comes.
I do want
Here he
to.
comes.
Oh, really want to know?
DT, where did you go?
Okay, so
Okay, well, he's telling us a whole story now. Just say it.
you want to hear the story? Okay, so
All right.
I go to the bathroom. I go into the bathroom. You know how Valerie was standing there. So we got into this long conversation. Before you know, it's like somebody comes in.
If
Oh, the
if I
Hawks
have
on
to-
touchdown.
If I
And I
have
was
to
like,
put
okay.
like some sort of a track.
And I kind of ignored it a little bit. But then somebody came in. Oh, it's halftime. I'm like, oh shoot.
Yeah, I know.
So I just
All right, let me go.
ran back here.
talking to your cousin
Okay,
for
bye.
an
I
hour?
was just talking to my cousin basically for an hour. I was talking. I got out of the bathroom. My cousin that I barely even see
Halftime, 7-0.
goes like. I was talking to my cousin the whole time.
First half, second
I texted Stone. Yes, I did.
Cranston East.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I do have it. That's on the.
I will be back at halftime.
But still, you text.
Saving Private Eve.
Hold on. Okay. He said he was long. All right, hold on. He did text me. Before the record, he texted me at 7:50.
As we have about 20 seconds remaining, we're about to get back here in the booth. The Hawks, jackets off and ready to go, trying to stay warm. They still have a half of football to go. And another update, we are at the half. The Thunderbolts and Rams are at the half. Same score as before. A 7-0 battle right now at Samini Stadium with the Thunderbolts on top.
Stone, we went down before, we talked to some good friends of ours, and they're really enjoying the game, but it's really, really cold.
That it is, Cam, as the Hawks get ready here. Took all the time they were granted. Now, while we were gone, we had a missing Dylan alert. Dylan has been found. He was talking to a cousin of his. Apparently didn't know he had. And
Well,
Dylan found his cousin and talked to her for 25 minutes to 65 minutes.
it's always good to make new friends, Stone.
I guess so, Cam. I mean, he always tells me cousin stories, and I figure out.
That cousin is invisible.
Oh, it was an invisible cousin. He was talking to himself for a half hour. Picture that.
Wow, the network first.
A lot of network first today, Cam. First network game with headsets. Oh, Cam, I think he was sitting on that, my friend.
You what? Oh, sorry. There we go.
Okay, what do you say? Back to see the kickoff for the Hawks.
Middletown up 28-0 over the Lincoln Lions at half. The Avengers over the Purple 6-0. As we are about to get set here, 13-7 Hawks lead, as it looks like Coyne, the sophomore quarterback, kicker, and defensive back, will kick this one away. Lots of Hawks back there, including Quiddy Pay, Power Kanga, and Lee Moses. Stone, are you expecting an onside kick here? Maybe have the momentum swing in Portsmouth's favor?
Well, Cam, remember that Super Bowl, Peyton Manning and the Colts versus the New Orleans Saints, and the Saints started off the second half by completely stunning the Colts, but we won't see one here.
Short kick. It looks like it's going to be fielded by Kanga.
Good ball to run
Kanga,
on.
he's going to
Good
hit
ball
to the
to run on.
sideline, and he's taken down in Patriot territory. He gets it into the 48-yard line.
Now, Cam, remember, last time the Hawks played the Patriots, yes, a 14-0 win, but a win that came with 0 points being scored in the second half. The Hawks, I mean, have started this drive off in excellent field positioning. It's important to get on the board early here. By way, John Toba hasn't thrown a ball yet, so if the running game's working, let it work, let it run its course. No pun intended.
Bitterly cold here, as actually most receivers we've seen split out all night. 4 receivers split out with Power Kanga in the backfield. And handoff is to Kanga, and he is getting pushed forward. It actually doesn't gain anything on the play.
Cam, we talked about now running the football. Either side of the ball, Portsmouth or the Hawks, it's going to chip away this clock. I mean, right now, the second half just started. It's right after 8 o'clock. I mean, this game always tends to move quickly, and I guess tonight, and what has been a very cold one, it may be a good thing.
Receivers
Only thing better would be if the Hawks can walk away with a dub.
Receivers Trevor Lawton and Caleb Worcester split out wide. Kanga and Moses in the backfield. Moses with it. He stutter steps, and he's not taken for, and he's taken for a 1-yard gain. Patriot fans are being heard here as 2 consecutive stops.
Cam, I mean, they have Moses' number. Talking to some of my friends in the crowd, like you mentioned, I mean, one of the things that we kind of saw and all agreed on was Moses has been tackled for losses a few times. Twice in the first half, and that time he's just stuffed at the line of scrimmage. I think it's probably because running back isn't his position. He's going to play safety in college, and right now his position on the offensive side of the ball is wide receiver, but it's hard when the running back core is taking so many hits. John Topa drops back. Overthrew him.
Yeah, Caleb Worcester tried going there, and Evan Kreiner on the coverage had great coverage on Worcester. And that was the first ball that John Topa has thrown tonight. So getting the rust out of the arm there.
Now, Cam, something people need to see here, and everybody kind of knows it, but nobody really talks about. These teams start off in the summer. I mean, this is not just something that develops overnight. These teams have been working hard for this year. So to come up short in a game like this certainly hits a player hard. So, I mean, both teams are fighting the second half, especially with it only being a 6-point game. So look out for some tough plays here.
Just want to give a shout out to a Hawk Sports Network member who is not here right now. That's Rob Sorials. This one is taken and brought down by a Hawk at the 15-yard line. Taken down was Kreiner. Looks like that was number 1, Quiddy Pay.
What about Rob Sorial?
Rob Sorial, not here with us tonight, but wanted a shout out, so I'll give him a shout out. Shout out to Rob Sorial watching the game tonight on the broadcast. And we thank you, Rob.
Rob Sorial helps out the wrestling team. Does some Instagrams for us there. He's part of the network, part of the talent as well. He's in the homeroom. Good to hear from Rob every once in a while. Here's the same play that we saw so many times in the first half to McDonald there as he gains 4 or 5.
And Stone, the same play. We've only seen 3 different plays run. A pass play, the pitch to McDonald, and the pitch to Corey. Doesn't really seem to be any difference, and the key was, can Coach Green tell his offense how to defend the same play every time?
It's a good point, Cam. I mean, I trust Coach Green. He's done a good job controlling it so far. They haven't allowed a point since that second drive of the game.
Looks like
same formation here.
All 11 guys in the box. McDonald in motion, pitch to McDonald. Cuts upfield. He's got close to a first down, but he's stopped by a bunch of Hawks.
And it looks like coming up.
And it looks like he's stopped just on the first down marker, depending on where they spot the ball. And that will move the chains, it looks like. And it will move the chains.
Thought it was third down.
So first down picked up by McDonald. So a quick stop by the Portsmouth Patriots, and they get the ball back with 9 minutes remaining in this third quarter.
Now, Cam, a little interesting stat here. It's our last league game covered by the network. Last league game myself and Cam will be voicing. As if the Hawks win, they would, of course, move on to the Super Bowl, but since we cannot cover that, the last game would be against Tollgate, which is a non-league game. So last league game here is the semifinals game, and here's the same play to McDonald.
Coyne actually back under center. We've seen Kreiner under center, but now Coyne is back under center. Pitch to McDonald only picks up a couple yards.
Now, if I had to guess, after Coyne fumbled that first snap, he was probably serving some type of penalty within his team. So now he's back out there here to hopefully, from Portsmouth's sides, lead them to a Super Bowl berth.
Now, if the Hawks, if they only allow a couple yards here, that'll set up a 3rd and medium for the Patriots, which is going to be tough to pick up, running one play. Coyne under center. McDonald, Corey, and French in the backfield. That's Kreiner in motion, actually. He's got some blocking room. Cutting upfield is Moses.
Nice job.
And Moses, he cuts off the edge there, and he gains only a couple on the play.
And Lee Moses there, Cam. Go ahead.
Only a 3-yard gain. Lee Moses, great part of that stop there. Bring up 3rd and medium.
You can see the quickness in Lee there. He's running step for step with that man, Kreiner, following his blockers, and Lee's fighting through guys. And Ends up coming up there with a good hit as big Dante Bell's going to jog off the field. Dante Bell was hurt earlier in the year, had a concussion. Team captain, now back to playing every day, so good to see that.
He actually comes off the field for a rest. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Ball on the Patriots' 30-yard line. You got to get 6 to pick it up. McDonald, Corey, and Kreiner in the backfield. Pitch to McDonald, fake to Kreiner. Kreiner has it, but he's short of the first down. And the punt team should come on the field. It'd be a bold move by Coach Mons if he keeps the starters out there, and the punt team will come onto the field.
Smart move here for Portsmouth in such a close game. I mean, do not take a chance like that yet. The Hawks now are forced to go back on the offensive side and are playing a Portsmouth team, a Portsmouth defense that's pretty darn good, holding them to 13 points in the first half for what looked to be next to probably LaSalle. Well, you could maybe the offensive argument, the best offense in the state right now.
Back to kick it is McDonald. Excuse me, that is number 29, Adam Parson, and that one is going to roll out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So the Hawks, they'll start at their own 36. John Topin, the offense, coming back onto the field.
Here we go, Cam. 6 minutes, 45 seconds left in the third.
And Stone, this isn't the only Division I football game going on tonight. The LaSalle Rams and the Cranston East Thunderbolts are going at it at Samini Stadium. Last update that we had was the Rams down 7-0 at half. We'll obviously wait more updates as they come. Topa, shotgun, hands it off to Moses, and he's met in the backfield. He's get pushed back 5 yards. Excuse me, not 5 yards, only pushed back a yard. First man in there, Albert Davis.
This goes on, yeah, you go like this. That goes like this.
We have the record. Mr. Feeney, record 45.
Cam, we've hit the broadcast record here. We have 45 viewers, so thank you for all that. Let's see 50. Call your friends, call your neighbors, call your second cousin twice removed.
Topa running the option. He's going to end up pitching it to Lee Moses. Kind of a broken play. Moses still slipping out of a tackle, being pushed actually by his offensive lineman, only gaining the yards he lost last play.
Yeah, Cam, late flip there from Topa. But Cam, tell all your relatives, your friends, your neighborhood Applebee's manager, local pharmacist, anybody that you know, tell them to tune into the Hawks Sports Network. Let's get to 50.
Go for 50 as the Hawks are going for strive for 5. Let's have the network get to 50.
Yep. Sometimes I go knocking on my neighbor's doors, letting them know, tune to the network.
5 minutes, 30 seconds here in the third quarter. Topa, shotgun formation, 3rd and long. He's going to air this one out. Quick screen to Moses. Moses, he's got some room. Close to a first down. And depending on where they spot it, and it looks like he's just going to be short. Stone, do you go for it here if you're Coach Croft?
You know, Cam, it's a tough play. It's a play that I'm happy I'm not Coach Croft because this is tough. But you got to look at it. You can say, well, 4th and 1. If we go for it, hey, John Topa's going back. It looks like they're going to go for it. Maybe they're going to try to catch him off sides here. However,
and then burn a timeout.
If you don't go for it, though, there's 5 minutes 16 seconds left in the third. You still got the whole fourth quarter to play. In the game, you're up 6-0. You just got to rely heavily on your defense.
Olsen has been the power back, and Topa's going to keep it himself.
First down.
Depending on where they spot, the spot looks like it's good enough for a first down.
Let's see it here, Cam. Might have to bring out the chains, or maybe be clearly.
And that is a first down for John Topa.
Yeah, you risk it, you take the chance, and ends up coming up big.
And that is a huge conversion there by John Topa and the Hawks. If John Topa was stopped, Patriots would have had the ball in Hawk territory and a short field to work with.
That's right.
Extra guys stacked on the O-line. Andrew Hopgood and Trevor Lawton and there to block. Olsen, Kanga, and Moses in the backfield. Topa's going to take this one himself.
Yeah.
He picks up only a couple of yards.
We broke the record. High fives all around here in the booth. 47 views. Thank you for you guys letting your neighborhood Applebee's manager know. See, I love Applebee's, Cam.
Yeah.
But you know what else I love?
Half
Dunkin'
price
Donuts.
apps.
You know what I love about Dunkin' Donuts? Max Sweener, his father, George Sweener. You know what I love about George Sweener?
Free.
He owns Park Ave Duncan. You know what I love about Park Ave Duncan? Right near Cranston Stadium. You know what I love about Cranston Stadium? That's where the Super Bowl is going to be played.
Also raised a considerable amount of money for us.
Absolutely. Yes, our trip to
Topa is
Florida.
going to take a QB sneak, and it looks like he picks up 4 on the play.
I came back to my chain, though. What do I love about Park Ave Duncan? Near Cranston Stadium. What do I love about Cranston Stadium? The Super Bowl. What do I love about the Super Bowl? The Hawks are going to be playing in it, hopefully. Let's see it.
And
Now,
the Hawks.
The thing, though, is I want to thank Mr. Sweetener and Dunkin' Donuts for helping us raise some money on our trip to Florida, which we will be heading with the basketball team. The day after Christmas, the 26th, is the network takes Florida.
Network takes on Florida.
Yep, we're bringing a film crew with us. It'll be a documentary. Just kidding. And
Moses with it now.
Oh,
he
yeah.
breaks a tackle, and he is past the 40-yard line. Picks up the first down. Lee Moses, another huge first down as the clock is still ticking. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the third.
keep moving the chains, keep moving the clock, keep moving your legs because it's cold. 48, new record. We broke the old one.
Yours a new record.
Yep.
Closing in on
Last
50 as we are 2 away.
The chant
As
from the crowd
the
is
Hawks
less
have
than
a
50.
Hawks are at the 39-yard line with a fresh set of downs. Topa under shotgun, Olsen, Kanga, and Moses in the backfield. Handoff. Topa takes it himself. He's turning the corner. He's got some blocking upfield. He's going up for the first down. Low tackle. And he is taken out of bounds. That looks like to be enough for a first down.
Yeah, Cam, good run there by John Topa. We were hoping maybe, not hoping, but we were thinking maybe a pitch there to Lee Moses, but John Topa keeps running.
Oh! 3 people just signed off. Look how they think.
Everybody listening, if you have another computer, just log onto that one. Watch it on 2 screens.
Have a double Hawks vision as John Topa did pick up the first down, and now it is 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Hawks are creeping closer to another touchdown. Handoff is to Olsen. Olsen,
Good run.
great run by Olsen there, picks up another first down.
Now, if
Then the
you-
chains keep moving, and so does the clock.
Now, if you play it on 2 screens, you'll have the view of a hawk on that field. Now, you can see the whole thing twice. But Cam, that's a great run there by Olsen. I mean, he's got the body of a linebacker. He's a linebacker. We've had him on the Papagino show before. Great athlete.
It's up to you. Whatever you want to do. I'm kind of busy tomorrow morning. All right, fine. I'll just take it over.
All right, that did not pick up the first down.
Okay.
Second and 1 picked up 9 yards. Same formation, Olsen, Kanga, Moses. Topa takes it himself, cuts upfield. There's a great block.
That's Moses.
Lee Moses puts a great block there and gives John Topa a lot of room to run.
Cam, wow. You're looking at it, wait, what? 47. The blocking there for Topa as he turns the corner, and 2 minutes to play here.
Lee Moses,
The third.
not your average tailback there. He'll hit people hard.
He's playing Division I collegiate football. I mean, he's scared playing him out there, man.
A lot of talent on the field as John Topa committed to UConn for baseball as he hands this one off to Olsen.
Yep.
Olsen creeping towards the goal line,
Did he get it?
just marked short.
Oh,
So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Excuse me, that's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line.
Cam, this is an excellent drive here for the Hawks as we're inside a minute.
6,000.
6,000 hits on the website. We're closing in there. So a lot of records breaking here at the network. Only in 3 months. That's about 2,000 a month. Quick snap here, and it looks like Topa's in, and he is in.
Oh, boy.
John Topa with the quick score there.
We did it. We did it.
And we are at 50,
and as we get a
folks.
touchdown, we hit 50.
1 yard, touchdown run.
And the stadium
those-
erupts. Not sure whether it's for our 50 viewers or the touchdown.
And Stone, great job there by John Topa, realizing that he's a truck in himself. He's got the big body. He moves guys by himself, and he did so there as Blaze comes on to kick the extra point.
John Topa.
High snap again to Aruda, and that one is blocked. Again, another high snap. And Stone, if we've said this before, if it was a closer game and it comes down to extra points, the Hawks have missed 2 of 3.
Okay, minute 30. Portsmouth will get the ball back, but Cam, I mean, I see John Tobel flying across the sideline. He's amped. He knows what's on the line. He took the year off last year to deal with baseball and the college's viewing and whatnot, and he's back this year, and he's had a heck of a season, I'll tell you that. 8 touchdown passes on the year. Countless touchdown runs.
And he actually took a year off, as you mentioned, Stone. And it was something that he missed. He missed going out on the gridiron, being with the guys. He took a year off to focus on baseball. Now that it's all behind him, that he's got the acceptance letter to the University of Connecticut for baseball, he's going to have a fun time on the gridiron. As Andrew Flint is set to kick this one back. Number 82 and number 17, that is Kreiner and Ake back to receive the kick. Ake nearly worried the Hawks as he took it 45 yards at the first kick, and Flint is going to go back to Ake, and that one is going to roll, and that's going to go roll out of bounds, so that's going to be a penalty on Andrew Flint.
That's right, though, Cameron. It was a good kick, man. Can't really control that here at the high school level there. It's a good kick.
Minute 30 here remaining in this third, and they're gonna, looks like they're just gonna re-kick it. Portsmouth elects to have Andrew Flint re-kick it instead of the starting the ball at the 35.
It'll be a re-kick with a 10-yard penalty.
Just the mic here, my makeshift mic.
Now, Stone, if the Hawks do end up moving on to the Super Bowl, they do have 2 weeks until the Super Bowl.
Sure.
But this upcoming week is Thanksgiving. They'll be playing their final game for the seniors, their final game at Dennis Hayden Stadium. They'll be playing against their rivals, the city rivals, the Tollgate Titans, as this is a chip kick. And coming up with it is number 14, that being number Adam Pencock. And Pencock takes it to the 40. 50.
Subtract 2.
48.
Now add 4.
Wow, 52.
That's how many views we got.
Wow. Love the math there, Stone. I'm a math guy myself.
Just keeping you on your toes, Cam.
All right.
Never know when you're going to fall, man.
All right. So, Patriots with a minute 26, third quarter, down by 2 scores now. Have, again, a minute 36 in the quarter. Down 2 scores, will start at their own 38-yard line. And this is, in my opinion, Stone, this is a do-or-die drive. And the Rams still down 7 as McDonald takes it for no gain.
Yeah, Cam McDonald's now running into that brick wall of Hawks. I think the Hawks have finally found out what to do here. I think Coach Green, Coach Bucci, the line coach, I think they're kind of figured it out here. They're telling these guys now what they think is best. And Cam, as the Hawks are getting going here, LaSalle is not getting anything going. I mean, they're down 7-0. We keep hearing from sources in the third quarter versus East.
Again, same formation, McDonald in motion, and Coyne is going to throw it, and Coyne's going to air this one out, and that's way short. John Arruda applied the pressure there.
He was drilled, Cam. That's a big hit from John Arruda.
Looks like the Patriots tried catching the Hawks off guard, but they stayed true, and Coyne, his ball was underthrown. It was 20 yards short of the receiver, Kreiner. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I'm ready.
44 seconds as the incomplete pass stopped the clock. Patriots looking to get something going. If the Hawks make a stop here, you could assume the Patriots will punt, and the Hawks will have the ball to start the 4th quarter. Again, Coyne going to air this one out. He airs it out and nearly tipped. And ball is tipped, nearly intercepted. That ball was tipped by Caleb Worcester, the safety.
Cam, I would assume the punt team is going to come out here with 38 seconds left in the 4th. I mean the 3rd, I'm sorry, in the 3rd quarter. And what is a 19-7 Hawks lead?
Now we see Lee Moses and Brett Langlis come out onto the field. We've only seen Lee Moses tonight, but the kicker, McDonald, has had an excellent game so far. Excuse me, that is the kicker, Andrew French. My mistake. So fourth and long, the punt team is out. Andrew French, kick it away to Brett Langlis and Lee Moses. And a line drive kick. This one's going to bounce, and that one's going to bounce out of bounds. Hawks will have the ball at their own 33-yard line, and they will take over with 31 seconds remaining in the third as we inch closer to the fourth quarter.
12 minutes, 31 seconds left, Cam. Now, Cam, last year, kind of getting our feet wet here at the network. This year, we've covered all the games with the exception of the last game this season versus South Kingstown. And now we're closing in on what will be our last quarter of our last game of the regulation season. Of course, we'll play Tollgate. I think me and Cam have ties to Tollgate, as that would have been the high school we would have attended. So we know some of the fellas out there. But you know, Cam, this is going to be the last quarter we do.
Hopefully it will result in a Hawks win.
I'd like to say the same, Cam.
And our last football event broadcast would hopefully be the pregame show at the Super Bowl. Maybe another Hawks win. Topa, again, he's going to take it himself. He gets to the outside, misses one man. He's still on his feet, steps out of bounds, though.
Cam, interesting thing about John Topa, too. He's from Portsmouth. This is his hometown he's playing. So definitely emotions running deep there.
And Stone, that is something I forgot to mention. You took the words right out of my mouth. Topa, if he did not take his talents to Bishop Hendricken, would be a Patriot. Patriots have a great football program, great baseball program, but Topa decided to take his talents to Bishop Hendricken, and he'll tell you himself, I think it's paid off.
Oh, absolutely, Cam. Freshman state champion in baseball, freshman state champion in football.
Topa hands this one off to Moses. Moses cutting up field, missing a couple men, still on his feet, and now gain tackled by a ton of Patriots.
Cam, I mean, two-time freshman state champion in baseball, then a two-time varsity state champion in baseball, then a one-time varsity football state champion, one-time freshman football state champion. I think he even ran track his freshman year, so you give him the freshman state championship there. I mean, this kid loves the school.
This is a decorated Hendricken
athlete.
athlete.
Absolutely. As it looks like that will carry us into
the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter.
And you will see the Hawks hold up the 4. This is the time to finish. They have right now, if it stands, the Hawks will find themselves at Cranston Stadium again for the 6th straight year, looking to win their 5th. But they still got one quarter to play, and we're going to bring it to you here live on the Hawks Sports Network.
Been great.
12 minutes left. And hopefully after this 12 minutes, the Hawks will have punched themselves into the state championship, and they will play either LaSalle Academy or Cranston East High School. They played both of them during the regular season. They lost to LaSalle Academy here at Dennis Hayden Stadium 2 weeks ago, and then they beat Cranston East High School at Cranston Stadium on the night that Goosebumps took over my body.
And Stone, Cranston East is a team that you can't knock. And I believe we still have a 7-0 score in the LaSalle game. Yes. I believe in the third quarter right now.
7-0 Cranston East.
So here we go, Cam. Same formation here. John Topa under center. Guys jumping everywhere. What's the call? Handkerchiefs flying.
And it looks like, I think, the left tackle, Mike Murray, jumped offside first. And that is a false start on the Hawks.
False start against Hawks.
False start against Henry. It's going to cost him 5 yards. Or 15 feet.
Great math there, Stone.
Thanks, Cam. Love math. You're a math fan?
Yeah.
How about history? No history? All right.
Hawks, one of their biggest problems this season has been the penalties. That's only their second penalty tonight.
Here's the handoff to Moses. Moses finding space. Moses out the middle. Oh, sorry, that's Kanga. Kanga, though, picks up the 5 yards they lost, and some, so give him about 9.
Bring up 2nd and 9 here. Hawks are still in their own territory, and if they can continue to run the ball and run off some clock, and both teams still have all 3 of their timeouts, still anyone's game as we still have 11 minutes 30 seconds to go. If the Hawks can score here, they'll not put the game away, but it'll be tough for Portsmouth to come back.
Same play there as they hand it off to Kanga. Kanga gets some yards for the Hawks, and it becomes 3rd and 7.
Topa getting his signs from Coach Panaleo, as he is the offensive coordinator for the team.
Coach Panley, gym teacher here at Hendricken as well.
Always loves to have the network battle.
Yeah, Cam.
Handball.
Cam, you beat me in handball today in the last game, and my team starts off 4-0-1, where I think you guys won 1 game. So, God bless you. Topa under center, 3 guys behind him. Hand off to Kanga. Power Kanga, as I'm losing my words here, and Kanga's going to be short of a first down.
Clock still moving as we get, assuming that the Hawks wait for the full play clock to run. It'll bring us under 10 minutes with the Patriots getting the ball back. But the big thing I think for the Hawks is just no big plays. That's it.
Oh, absolutely. Flint's going to come out to punt this one away.
Flint, the junior transfer, started out the season actually not in a football uniform, but he signed up and he's having a big impact. Great kick by Flint.
That's a good punt there. Good one to run on, though, but he's drilled by a array of Hawks. Under 10 minutes to play, Cam, in the last quarter of the semifinal game between Portsmouth and Hendricken.
Curtis Corey had nowhere to go there.
He was lost.
Wrapped up by a ton of Hawks.
Cam, a real quick moving game. We talked about this. 10 minutes left to play. It's not even 9 o'clock yet, you know?
And we talked about this before. The full game got wrapped up and finished at 9 o'clock. Last time these two teams met at Dennis Hayden Stadium, it was a ground and pound game.
Looks like they're going to resort to throwing the ball here. Drops back in the pocket, releases this one, and incomplete pass.
Looks like he threw behind his receiver.
Tien?
Tia.
Is he in the quarterback?
Coin.
It is Coin. I didn't know if it was him. Incomplete pass there. Results in 2nd and 10.
Lots of stuff coming from the network. We are formulating a huge winter schedule, as it's
big.
brutal. Sometimes we'll have 3 sporting events going on in the span of 2 days, whether it be 2 hockey games and a basketball.
You know what they call that, Cam? A force of nature.
Oh, wow.
Look up force of nature. LaSalle scores as Mr. Curtis lets us know. It's a 7-7 tie there. Drops back in the pocket as Coin releases this one, and that's incomplete too. He's yet to find a receiver tonight.
And Coin, I think it's just a rust in him. He really didn't go under center for the first half, and now 2nd and 3rd attempt throwing the ball really haven't worked out for him.
Yeah, I mean the Hawks defense though. Let's give them some credit here. I mean, the first drive, okay, they recovered the fumble, beautiful. Second drive, this Portsmouth offense ran the ball down their throat and just ran every single play. As you saw, we very rarely saw a different play. So now the defense has been standing tall since then. Hasn't allowed much at all. Snap back to Coin. He fakes the handoff. He rolls way out of the pocket, releases this one, and that's an incomplete pass off the hands of his receiver, number 25, Andrew French.
French, he would have had a first down there, but instead it's going to be 4th and 10, and with 9 minutes left, it's too early to go for it. Even though you're still down 2 scores, the punt team will come onto the field, and French is kicking himself here as he's going to punt this one away.
Cam, I'm getting some information here. It was a 37-yard touchdown. Jace Pena hits Elijah McGlean. And the Rams, in desperation, tied the game at 7-7.
We have a 7-7 tie now. It's going to be very interesting. Another low-scoring game.
Here's the punt. Goes to Langley's. He pitches it. No, he takes it himself, and he's got a bunch of room here. Number 3, Brett Langley, the junior, so used to the end around to Lee Moses, finds some room, takes a hit, and gets right to the 30-yard line and lines up the Hawks in excellent field positioning.
And
Mr. Jackson just walking.
Stone, as we usually say before, that we usually just see the in around to Lee Moses, and Portsmouth thought the exact same thing, and Langley he proves everybody wrong and gets it to the 30-yard line, giving a short field for John Tope and the offense to work with.
Yeah, he's a quick little kid, Cam. He's a junior. Sat next to him in study class when he was a freshman. Great kid.
Only listed at 5'5", only 140 pounds, but he's a quick kid.
Oh, absolutely. Quick feet. I mean, he's one of the first guys out here working, too, on game day. Here's the handoff here. Olsen finds a lot of space there before he's tackled inside the 15. Great run there by Shane Olsen, who's had an excellent game. Of course, playing linebacker now. They're using him as a fullback, so good to see.
Andrew Hopgood.
Excuse me, that was Hopgood.
Cameron, you're messing me up, man.
Well, actually,
Apologize.
we're all
Andrew
getting
Hopgood,
messed
good
up here.
friend of
Looks
mine.
like that was Darren.
Well, we got 3 different people running the football on one play. It's okay. Snap back to Topa. Topa the handoff to this one, which looks like the Darren. Hopkins a tight end. I wouldn't assume he's running the football.
It is Hopgood, actually.
It is Hopkins. Oh, Hopkins is running the football. LaSalle takes the lead. 14-7.
Wow.
What about it?
Andrew Hopgood, what's he
You know what I say? I say bring on the Rams.
It's a very close game last time.
40-yard interception for a touchdown.
The pick six puts the Rams up.
Here's the handoff. Good move there at the end, and that's a touchdown. Matt Detondo picks up the touchdown there. And Cam, even though it's 8 minutes, 33 seconds left, I'd like to say that's a nice icing on the cake with a little design in there, too, from your Shaw's Supermarket. Touchdown Hawks.
Detondo gets the work done, and I think that does not seal the game.
Pretty damn close.
It is pretty creally
Nah, it seals it.
All right, fine, Stone. They sealed it.
If Portsmouth comes back, I'll take you out to dinner.
All right, fine, Stone. But I wouldn't prefer Portsmouth to come back, as I am a Hawk fan first, broadcaster first, Hawk fan second, and Blaze's kick is no good.
See, I'm very open. I'm a Hawk fan first, broadcaster second. I'm proud to represent the green and gold. I mean, our Sports Network jacket has a BH on it, Cam. Love the network, love this football team, love this great, beautiful school in Bishop Hendricken High School, and we're going to the championship, and I'm proud of it, man.
All right, we got 8:33 remaining.
And Cam ignores me.
All right, sorry, Stone.
No,
there.
it's fine. It's fine. Listen, we're going to feed off each other. We're having fun, Cam. Last regulation game
Stone.
of what's been a heck of a year. Cam, what's your favorite moment of the year?
Well, I think my favorite moment was, not Goosebumps Take Over My Body is a close one there, but I think it was the Barrington game. It was a back and forth game all throughout the third quarter, and then big play after big play. Lee Moses takes it 70 yards for a score. I think that was my highlight of the year.
See, Cam, I don't know if I have a favorite moment that has happened as the kick gets taken, getting ready here. But you know, I think probably, I'd have to agree with the Barrington game. However, though, even though we lost to LaSalle, that atmosphere at this game, the feeling that Dennis Hayden Stadium felt that night was truly incredible. So I would have to say, not the game at the LaSalle Point, the atmosphere, the people, that Friday Night Lights feel made that game tremendous. And it was a close game. The Rams, the past couple of years when they'd come into Dennis Hayden Stadium, they blow the Hawks out. Hawks would blow them out, not blow them out in the Super Bowl, but would win the Super Bowl. But I mean, they come in here and they would run the Hawks back and forth, up and down, touch the sky, and do it all over again. This time the Hawks fought hard, and it came down. The Rams didn't take a lead until a minute into the minute left in the fourth quarter. Here's the kick, line drive. It's gonna roll to the 20, picked up by a Patriot, and he's taken down just outside the 30-yard line.
And Stone, if these two scores stand, the LaSalle game and the Hendricken game, you'll see another Hawks-Hendricken rivalry. 3 of the past 4 years, if the scores stand, will be a Hawks and Rams Super Bowl.
And Cam, I'll be ready. I'll be at Park Ave Duncan at 7:30 in the morning on the 6th, and I'll be doing a pregame show at 6:15 by myself.
I will be there too, Stone.
6:15 in the morning? Super. Mr. Curtis lets know it will be 1 o'clock game, so I'll be there around 4 o'clock in the morning to prepare.
Ah, okay.
Here's the play.
McDonald
runs it. Gain of 1 or 2. All right, I'm gonna kick it over to Max Wiener.
Just a quick update with Park Avenue Duncan. You may have seen that over the past couple weeks we've been under reconstruction, but we have been open since Tuesday, so feel free to fly by, grab a drink, grab a donut, and support the Hawks. Thank you, Stone.
Thank you, Max. Now I'm going to kick it to DT Barron.
Oh, hey, great game here by the folks. As we can see, we got 25-7 score right now, and obviously my favorite person ever, John Topa, is doing great.
Donald taken down by Lee Moses. That sparks some momentum for the Patriots and gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Stone, 7 minutes, 40 seconds from the Hawks going back to the Super Bowl. And flag on the play here, and it's going to be holding against the Patriots, and that really kills the momentum there, Stone.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're starting to get something going in a game that these seniors are playing their last one of, and I don't know, Cam. That's a buzzkill for the Patriots there. When it helps the Hawks.
Pick 6.
Now we got
6,000 hits on the Sports Network site. Stadium erupts again.
And now it's not just a Hawk Sports Network, it's a Hendricken News Network as well. The radio club is working up as well as a long pass, and that's picked off.
59 if he scores.
And with lots of blocking,
Go Lee. Go Lee.
Moses,
Yep.
he's turning the corner. He's got one man to beat.
Come on.
Dive for the pylon.
You got it. Give it to him.
Let's see.
No, they're not giving it to him.
Let's see what the call is.
No, they're not giving it.
So Lee Moses with the pick. He is down at the 4-yard line. 55-yard return for Lee Moses.
Lee Moses read that play like a nice English book you got to read for outside reading the Sunday when the test is on a Monday. He took it there and he flipped through the pages, put a bookmark in the book, shut it, game over.
Now I agree with you, Stone. Now the game is over. Now the game is over. The Hawks will end up making another appearance at Cranston Stadium, 1 o'clock game, December 6th.
Bold prediction.
It's going to be a cold one.
Yeah, okay, my bold prediction is probably the Hawks will make it to the Super Bowl.
As we have 7 minutes remaining, 25-7 Hawks lead.
So here we go. We're going to line up here for 1st and 4. Well, 1st and goal. In the backfield, Datondo, Moses, Kanga. John Topa under center. Hand off to Moses. Moses now cuts upfield, and Moses is in.
Lee Moses.
Lee Moses. Touchdown. 2nd of the night. Beautiful. Cam?
Beautiful touchdown there by Lee Moses. He's got the power and he's got the speed. You saw the speed with the 64-yard run, and he's got the power with the 4-yard run. And speaking of power, Power Kanga also scored 7-yard run earlier tonight.
Power Kanga, Lee Moses, these two, man, they are just putting on a clinic, man. As Moses comes over, hugging some of his coaches, letting them know how much he appreciates it.
And French actually now onto the field for the extra point attempt. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
It's not Flint.
I said Flint.
I thought you said Frank.
Oh, I don't know. Well, Flint. Well, Andrew Flint puts it, seals the deal there. 32-7 Hawks lead. 5 touchdowns on the night. Lee Moses has 2, John Topa with 1, and Power Kanga with the other.
Score is 32-7. Hawks.
Camp now.
Datondo also with a touchdown there, the sophomore. He's going to be one of the premier backs, whether or not be next year, but his senior year as well.
Oh, absolutely. Well, let's keep talking about him. What about him makes you think that, though?
Well, I mean, right now, especially when the Hawks are thin at their tailback position right now, it seems like they're going to Datondo.
Absolutely.
Darian, it seems he's been a little banged up this year as well. And Datondo has been the guy who, with the second-team offense, has done a great job. He's working with Chris Hindle. Chris Hindle will be the quarterback next year for this Hawks team. He will be a junior. Detano will be the junior as well. And the Hawks, they usually go with a two men in the backfield set. So I would assume Detano would be in there with Darian.
Sure. And I mean, the two of them working together on the freshman team now, working together as sophomores. I mean, junior year, the chemistry between the two is going to be beautiful. This is a pretty good kick here. It's high. He's got a lot of hang time. Here comes. Good ball to run on. And Portsmouth now. Oh!
And
Big
Andrew
tackle
French.
there. Flint.
Excuse me, I'm getting confused here. Andrew Flint, not to be confused with Andrew French, player for the Portsmouth Patriots. Flint, he knew he was going to get hit hard, but he made sure that Kreiner did not get by him.
Okay. Yeah, we're having fun in the booth. It's always a good time up here, you know.
Hey, on the topic of Matt Detondo, I'd like to make a shout out to Mr. Kern's Period A theology class.
Thanks.
And Matt Detondo share that class together.
Thanks, Wiener.
Hand off to McDonald.
McDonald now gets about a 5-yard run. As we peak under 7 minutes to play.
Clock still moving.
Absolutely. Now, Cam, just to clarify, I want to let the people know at home, even though we're very fortunate to be in the booth, it's not exactly the warmest up here.
Yeah.
It's warm, but we're still bundled. You know, you got your hat on. Rem's got his hat on. Zwiener's wearing a hat. Not sure what to call that. It's like a hat with some string. It's nice. Here's the handoff. The run takes it himself. That's Coyne, and Coyne is tackled after a 2-yard gain.
Quiddy Pay, 1 meets number 1, Coyne being number 1, Quiddy being number 1.
Can't we're going back to the math idea. 1 equals 1. Look at that.
Wow. And you're seeing a lot of the young Hawks coming into the game now. We've seen Shane Olsen all throughout the night. We've seen Caleb Worcester throughout the night. But Trevor Lawton now steps onto the field as a defensive back. His impact on the gridiron will be interesting to see next year.
Yeah, I'm interested in his impact on the basketball court as well. That's for
McDonald.
next season. McDonald gets a run here, cuts upfield. Still on his feet. Good run by McDonald. He's only got...
And McDonald is in.
Good run there, Cam. Well, I got to give credit when credit's due. That's a good run. After being shut out the whole second half, that's the first score of the second half for the Patriots. And a beautiful one there as well. Good run there by McDonald, following his blockers and using a lot of his own moves to stay on his feet.
Stone, it's still a 3-score game here. McDonald is, I assume the Patriots will go for 2. Actually, they're going to kick the extra point here. But it'll be interesting to see what the Patriots do. Do they think this game is in hand for the Hawks, or are they going to put some pressure on the Hawks and maybe go on the onside kick?
Possibility.
It's Coyne back to kick it. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 32-14. Hawks lead. They got a 22-point lead, Stone.
Cam, 5 minutes, 3 seconds left to play. It's tough to say Portsmouth has some fight left in it, but the onside kick's still an option.
See a lot of guys who usually don't see a lot of action playing now. Trevor Lawton, Chris Hindle, and excuse me there, losing my train of thought. Brett Langlis all back for the Hawks on the special teams to receive. And back for the Hawks is
Moses.
Is number Lee Moses, the one guy that stays, and Brett Langlis. Usually we see Quiddy Pay and Power Kanga out there as well. Only Moses and Langlis back there.
Yeah, Cam, you got some big guys up there in case of an onside kick. Lawton, Baldelli.
You got 9
to the
guys
screen.
up in the first 10 yards.
People know it's over.
And it looks like Coyne is going to kick, actually now moving over to take the kick. Lots of Patriots running on and off the field now as Coyne kicking it to the left side.
Cam, pretty good crowd here for what looks to be a Hawks punch-in.
Onside kick, and this one rolls the 10 yards. That rolls the 10 yards, but it's gobbled up by a Hawk.
Gobbled up, Cam. Thanksgiving next week.
Yes,
You gonna have turkey?
maybe.
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 Lasagna. Cam's gonna have what he has for lunch: 2 Pop-Tarts and some chips, right?
No.
Cam gets up at lunch, says he's going to get lunch, comes back with brown sugar and cinnamon Pop-Tarts, some Cheetos, and some fries.
Yeah. Everything a growing boy needs, as Mr. Feeney points out. As the Hawks, as Crindle, excuse me. Sorry, multiple words.
Yeah, now we're going to Christmas. Hey, we gotta get past Thanksgiving first, Cam.
Multiple words.
Santa's not even in the mall yet.
As Chris Hindle under center now.
Snap back to Hindle. The handoff here. Pretty good run here. Fighting upfield. Got some guys pushing him. And that's been a 9-yard gain.
And looks like that was the fullback, Anthony DeMauro.
DeMar is the senior. See a little bit of him every now and then, usually on special teams. He gets a good run there. Now, see, Cam, I'm interested to see Hindle next year because Hindle's going to work with some lethal receivers. I mean, Worcester, his buddy Andrew Hopgood, Trevor Lawton, the transfer this year, Baudelli as well, the big kid. You can't forget him. I mean, he's going to be working with a lot of talent, and he feels comfortable throwing the ball. If he can get a comfortable pocket, he can sling it down the field. So I'm interested in that. What is now 2nd and 2 under 5 minutes to play. Snap back, handoff. And pushed, maybe with forward progress, might get the first down, but he's pushed.
That's DeMauro.
DeMauro.
Play called dead for forward progress. Now brings up 3rd and 1. Clock still ticking. 4:30 until the Hawks officially punch their ticket to Cranston Stadium. Who they play, we do not know yet. The Rams, as we know, have a 7-point lead over the Cranston East Thunderbolts.
Rams are a good team, Cam. I'm excited for that game, if we can see that. Now, here's the snap back to Hindle. The handoff. Oh, and Mitt in the backfield right away.
It looks like that was Darian.
Jake Darian, there's Matt.
And here comes the punt team.
Yep. They're all going to come out. We got guys Jimmy Sarr, Kanga, Aruda, Pay, and Flint's going to kick it away. Under 4 minutes now to play.
Clock still ticking. All teams, 3 timeouts apiece, still haven't used any of them.
Yeah, well, it's a 32-14 game. The Hawks lead. Snap back to Flint. Flint kicks this one. It's a good one. It's high. It falls, drops on the ground, and the Hawks fall on it at the 30-yard line exactly. And they'll have to go 70 yards if they want to score here. That's the challenge for the Portsmouth Patriots.
We talked about just don't allow the big plays. And they had one big play on the last drive with the Ryan McDonald 40-yard run for a score. So if they can conceal the big plays, and if the Patriots do score again, and the Hawks do maintain possession on an expected onside kick, they can just run the ball and run the clock out.
Sure, they're going to result to going to the air now. Here, Cam. Oh, no, actually, they're going to run the ball here. That's McDonald. McDonald finds some room. McDonald turns the corner, trucks upfield. Moving the ball nicely there. He's got the touchdown that occurred earlier in this quarter.
Clock stops as he fell out of bounds. So Portsmouth still playing like this is a game within reach.
No, you don't want to give up, Cam. Of course, I personally thought it was over. Think it's over, but yeah, especially these seniors that are playing their last 3 minutes and 18 seconds of their high school careers, and the majority of them not going to go on to play collegiate. So this is it for them.
And guys, you got to feel for like Colin Tolson, senior captain, didn't play for the rest of the season. Injured his ankle on Halloween against Barrington, and he hasn't played since.
And he's been watching from the sideline too, so certainly wants to do a lot, but can't. This ball is complete and tackled by the Hawks after a gain of about 5.
Again, out of bounds, clock stops. We just get to 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Evan Furman runs it, taken out by Brett Lindquist.
Julio and Langlis in on the tackle. Bring it 2nd and 6. Sorry.
When it becomes 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. Snap back. Handoff to McDonald. McDonald now turns upfield. He's got enough for a first down and a couple extra yards at the end there.
again, Portsmouth moving the ball well. If they did this during the game, maybe in the second or third quarter, they would have chipped away at the Hawks' lead. But too little, too late as we get to 3 minutes here.
That's right, Cam. Clock continued to move. Hand off to McDonald, same play. McDonald met a little bit earlier this time after a gain of about 3 or 4.
And his legs are still moving, and he picks up actually a couple yards after he was met by the tackler.
McDonald, 5 yards. Second and 5, 37.
We talked about guys you got to feel for. We talked about Tulsa, but on the Hawks side of the ball, you got to feel for Gary Gibbs and
Oh, the long
Terrence
ball
Gibbs.
here.
There's a flag, and Dante Baldelli
picked off.
tips
Dante
it up.
Baldelli tips it in the air.
That's Anthony Witherstone.
And here's Anthony Witherstone coming with it. And he's tackled at around the 35. But there's a flag on the play.
Every point's pass. Take drive.
Dante Baldelli. We said the neon gloves are working for Dante Baldelli. There was a flag on the play, though. It was thrown before there was contact when the ball was near the receiver. So
Well, let's see the call here.
Pass interference defense.
On the defense.
Pass interference for the defense.
Oh, now 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 19 seconds. Looked to be an interception, but called the defensive PI.
13-10, the 22-yard line.
Now, Cam, the Patriots have better field positioning right around the 21. 2 minutes, 19 seconds left. Here's the handoff. Looks like McDonald. McDonald's got some room and almost tackled, and now in for the score is McDonald, but there's another penalty marker on the field. The touchdown is good and looks like as probably a horse collar or a face mask penalty, personal foul.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, horse collar. Horse collar, personal foul, horse collar. Let's
Looks
see
like
here.
the officials are discussing it now.
So we await the ruling.
And it's a personal foul face mask on the Hawks. Play does result in the touchdown, and another score for the Patriots. It is a 2-point score, 2 possession game.
Well, only 2 minutes to play though, so they'd have to pull off a miracle and recover an onside kick. Here's the snapback, held, kick is up, and looks to be very good from here. And it is. So 21-32, 2 touchdowns for McDonald.
Sean Coyne's kick is good. The score is 32-21.
And we got 2 minutes to play.
And as we said before, Stone, the Hawks with an 11-point lead. And if it was a closer game and the Patriots, they got those scores before the Hawks expanded their lead, it would be an interesting game. But Hawks luckily was able to put this game out of reach, as it looks like they'll try another onside kick attempt.
Yep, Cam, the Hawks gonna bunch a bunch of guys in the front here in
11
preparation
guys in the
for
box.
it.
Not many.
They're gonna back the Hawks up, say they're too close. Oh, the penalty. Cam, the penalty is going to be assessed here, so they're going to come up and kick this one from the 45. About to say 55, that's an success.
So the Patriots kicking it in Hawk territory looked to be another onside kick. Again, looking for the left side. Over there is Worcester, along with Aruda. And
Onside
another
kick.
great kick, a quick bounce off the Hawks, and it looks like the Hawks recovered it.
Yeah, Cam bounces off of a few Hawks there, and Flint finally falls on it. Well, ball falls into his arms.
Andrew Flint recovering onside kick.
Now Hindle gonna go over as John Topa's night was over after the last drive.
Stone, this will be the last playoff game for us and the last Division I game that we will broadcast.
Well, Cam, it's been a heck of a ride. We've had a lot of fun here. And looks like we will have to pass the torch to maybe Bobby Borderi and Jonathan Feeney. Those will be the next guys.
And other young guys, we took it over as juniors. Some juniors you could hear next year, Max Zwiener and Dylan Barron maybe.
Oh yeah, Dylan, of course, big name here. Capobianco, Colton Capobianco. Got to give a thank you to Remy Morris and Chris Moda as well. They'll assume will be here with us on the Thanksgiving game, but they've helped out a bunch last year and this year as well.
Great
so that's
camera
good
work
to see.
actually by Chris Moda
Oh,
tonight.
absolutely. He's certainly one of the best we got. And Rem always supplying us with either third man in the booth or doing some notes for us, always helping us out.
So it is still a 14-7 game as the Rams and the Thunderbolts coming down to the wire. And the winner of that game, another berth at the Super Bowl. As the Hawks, it seems like they have locked up a Super Bowl berth here. 2nd and 7 as Portsmouth called timeout.
Cam, after it became a 2-score game, they probably thought, well, we got a little bit more faith here. Let's call timeouts to stop the clock. Don't let the Hawks just run this clock out.
LaSalle was ahead 14-7, right?
But Stone, you're not done from here in Essie. We're not done yet. We still got hockey, basketball season, baseball season, lacrosse, and volleyball as well. We may even do some wrestling coverage. I'm indoor track as well, and maybe last year we did an outdoor track and field show. You may have another show there.
The thing that I'm looking forward to is
Indoor track because you're doing it, right?
well, no, I'm looking forward to, we're sending Dylan to the swimming meets with a GoPro. So Dylan Barron's going to jump in the pool, get to know the guys a little bit with a GoPro on his head. Right, Dylan? Dylan says it's all right. That's what we're doing. So breaking boundaries here.
Sportsmith burns another timeout.
Yeah, the network documentary on the trip to Florida.
Portsmouth burns another timeout. 3rd and 5 here.
6 guys and a microphone. That's the name of it. As we head down to Florida.
And another new development, we're going to have Hendricken will have a crew team in the spring.
We're putting Dylan on the back of the boat.
Yes, that is correct.
With no GoPro, though, he's taking the whole network setup with him. He's going to commentate.
Yep.
I'm confident we're going to have megaphone cam.
Dylan. That's if Dylan doesn't, I don't know if this is the right verb to use, but play crew. Dylan's joining the crew team. All right. Fun fact about Dylan, he has about 17 jobs with 18 different people here. One day he's helping out Joe the trainer, the next day he's wheeling his backpack around. Dylan's just a great kid. Yeah, flags are down. Here's a flag on the field.
And that's going to be encroachment on the Patriots,
Yep.
and that should move the chain.
It is. 3rd and 4, 5 yards, going to make it 1st and 10.
May have the Hawks have a victory formation in their sights.
Well, Portsmouth does have the one timeout left, so it could, I would assume maybe run it a few more times, especially with picking up the free first down, you know what I mean?
The only victory formation I like is William Wallace.
Hindle under center, hand off to his tailback.
Oh, that's a good
Upfield.
run.
He's got some room.
Oh, yeah.
Still on his feet. That's Totundo. He's got one tonight. Again, being dragged down, and he is tackled out of bounds. Great run there by Totundo.
That's a good run there, Cam. Minute 45 and counting left to play now. Now, Cam, after that, Portsmouth has not called the timeout yet, so maybe this is where the Hawks just run the ball out here.
Matthew Totundo with a 41-yard running game.
So here we go. Hindle's going to go back to the line of scrimmage here with under a minute 30 left as the Hawks are doing the tomahawk jaw. Portsmouth fans, looks like they're filing out here. Let's see here as Hindle, they put the ball at the line of scrimmage. Just a minute, 10 seconds left to play in the state semifinals between the Division I second seed Bishop Hendricken Hawks and third seed Portsmouth Patriots. Now we're officially under a minute to play here. And victory formation, Kim, and boy, is this a good victory too. There's the kneel down by Hindle. Under 45 seconds to play here. And Cam, we followed this team all year from the first game of the year versus Johnston to now the last game, which will be against Tollgate, and then hopefully we'll do a pregame show for the Super Bowl. So we got 30 seconds left to play, Cam. Victory formation. And with this kneel, the Hawks will not only punch the knee into the ground, but they will punch themselves a ticket to the Division I Super Bowl at Cranston Stadium on Saturday, December 6th, ladies and gentlemen. With under 15 seconds to play, it's going to wrap us up. But Cam, we're going to the Super Bowl. How you feel?
I feel great. The Hawks, hopefully, we're going to go to Disney World. Hopefully the Hawks, if they win, they'll go to Disney World.
Cam, like every MVP of the Super Bowl says, I'm going to Disney World. Oh boy, we're going to see Mickey. Well, now I'm getting too far ahead of myself because I'm excited. But we will see you Wednesday. We'll see you Monday for the Stone and D Show. Then we'll see you Wednesday here, Dennis Hayden Stadium. Monday night, Papa Gino's Hawks football show. Then Wednesday, you'll meet us back here, Dennis Hayden Stadium, for the annual Thanksgiving game versus Tollgate High School. That's right. Zach Johnson will be back in the booth with us Monday on the Stone and D Show. Then he'll be here on Wednesday. So we can't wait to see that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up here from Dennis Hayden Stadium. For Mr. Feeney, Remy Morris, Dylan Barron, Chris Moda, Colton Capabianco, Max Weiner, Cam Brennan, I'm Stone Freeman. We're signing out, and we'll see you Monday, Wednesday, and then we'll see you pre-game show at Super Bowl with Park Ave Duncan there as well. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening tonight. Remember, we are a force of nature. Good night and God bless.